Week 50 on my road to Worlds. This is almost 1 year since I started this thing, which is pretty exciting. Actually, the week after 1 year will be the state titles, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about this week's training. It has a lot. I ended up doing 2 comp sims this week, so made up for last week of not doing too much. So I'm not going to be talking all that much, especially from at the start and the end. I might talk a bit through the video, obviously, but in general, I'm just going to get right into the videos, and then you'll see during the training. First boulder I actually climbed really well in this comp sim. I'm actually pretty happy with how I climbed it. It kind of suited my style, just really powerful, but I think being a bit taller, I was just able to climb it really well as well. Second boulder had a start that I'm not normally that great at, like the toe hook, but I've been doing a lot of work with a tib bar, and once I got a bit of activation, I've actually stuck the move pretty easily, which I'm quite happy about. I actually surprised myself when I stuck it. And then this bit is just this weird pressing on the underside of the volume, matching on that crimp is pretty tough, and then I think you're supposed to match with your both hands and then go out, but I just couldn't figure it out really. This is a slabby nightmare. That this one, and then the later boulder on the right, the green one, just stumped me. I was able to make some progress on this one, but all in all, wasn't the type of climbing that I wanted to do in terms of how I did it. But yeah, not much really I can do about it now. I was able to work it a bit later and kind of nailing the start a bit better. But yeah, it's just very difficult boulder. First move on this boulder was absolutely sick. I really liked it. I think the beta was to catch the one on the other side of the volume and kind of like 1-2 out, but I'm just utilizing my height a bit better. I think I really focused on that the last few weeks, just really utilizing what I'm good at. Like, I've been working so hard of what I'm bad at that I've kind of forgotten to use my own strengths. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy with how I did that first move, and then I just got stumped on this move again. Looking at other people's beta, the awkward position of getting your right foot up instead of your left foot is actually the better way, but yeah, I didn't commit to it. I felt pretty close with the left, and then yeah, just wasn't able to stick it. Just got stumped by the top move of this boulder. I tried it a couple of different ways, but I just wasn't able to get it stuck really. Boulder, I just absolutely hated this boulder. Start to finish, it's terrible. Then after my comp sim, I did a bit of power campusing. So I went to my spray board and just kind of made up a bunch of, technically made up one boulder that just had a bunch of power and coordination in it. And then as I was kind of doing better at the moves, I just made them harder and harder until I found one that was like, I feel like a good difficulty and one that was really along the lines of what I wanted to train. So I just kept progressively making it harder and harder, except for the top move. I kept that the same. After that, later in the week, I did a comp sim at one of the other gyms. You'll probably see in this one that there's a guy that's videoing me on his phone. He is videoing it for his channel, the one that I'll be doing the video for my Canada trip. So that's something that comes out later. Just a kind of more angles and more talking and a bit of his climbing as well. Yeah, so that's something to look out for as well. I'll link it in the description. But otherwise, yeah, this comp sim was pretty good. Again, didn't get the result that I wanted, but that's okay. It's just a simulation, just kind of training, working on my time management. This first boulder, I climbed it pretty well, except for that move to the crimp. That crimp was utterly terrible. And I believe in the youth national team that we have, or the youth state team, I can't remember, no one topped that boulder. At least I know I'm on the same level as our youth state team. And then probably my least favorite boulder of the sim was this slab that was just on little jibs. I've grown to tolerate slab climbing on volumes, but slab climbing on jibs suck. I hate it. It hurts. You feel like you're getting a pop off at every single second that you're on the boulder. So yeah, I just kind of try to work my way through it. Moving on from that, there was this coordination one. Before I keep talking, watch my right foot on this first go. I just kind of bang it onto the corner of the volume and it hurt for the rest of the session. But this is a coordination, like kind of a fakey move into a foot stab. And this is one of those moves that I should be better at. I'm actually getting better at these kinds of moves. And one thing that I've noticed, if you watch my foot placement on that first volume, I'm getting it higher and higher on that volume and more into the wall actually. And I'm starting to learn that these kinds of dynamic moves, you almost don't want to be too far out of the wall, so that your momentum is still going into the wall instead of out. And then once I kind of learnt that previous go where I kind of, even though I missed the foot, I almost still stuck the move. I'm starting to feel pretty good on these kinds of moves. Still taking too long to figure them out, but it's one of those things that I'm happy that I'm figuring out, and I was able to top it out from here. Then the power boulder, I did a bunch of different betas on this one. I wasn't able to figure it out, but I think honestly it's one of those ones that you give me like another 2 minutes at the end of this sim and I think I'd be able to do it. I think this one actually suits me pretty well, being taller, being able to skip holds, and I'm again physically very strong. I think I just need to actually lean into that a bit more, and then yeah, just gotta execute a bit better. This coordination boulder, I definitely should have figured out earlier. This is very much my style. I seem to rush myself on these kinds of moves. I don't let my body kind of flow into the position it needs to be. And yeah, I tend to just pull too quickly and grab too, like I get too excited almost. So the moves that I start nailing it, I just really feel like I'm slowing it down a lot more. Like as soon as I hit that left hand, I'm almost waiting for my weight to get underneath me before I pull. And that makes me just, stick the move. The annoying thing about this is I wasn't able to top it because I wasted too much time and energy. But on my last go, you'll see me kind of do a move and then just give up because I had timed out like a couple seconds prior, and which really annoyed me. And then the final boulder, the sim, was a slab. It took me a couple goes to actually commit to the start. And then I don't know where I was going with this move. I wasn't going to any hand or foot. I realized the hand was actually below the volume instead of on the volume. But yeah, just committing to that start, like committing to that foot, took me a couple goes, but I was actually able to nail it after that every go, which was nice. Same as this move. Once I did it that first time, I was able to repeat it pretty comfortably. That was probably my best go as well. I just kind of fired off that thumb. If I had stuck that, I probably would have had a good shot at the top move. Not saying that I would have gotten it, but I probably would have been able to give it a good go. But I just wasn't able to execute after that, unfortunately. And then I retried this boulder. I forgot to video this on my GoPro, so my friend who's recording for the YouTube channel ended up just recording on his phone. Obviously that's why it's a lot more fluid. But this is that go, like I just tried it again afterwards because I was just really mad that I didn't do it. And then this is the beta that I kind of cooked up that I wanted to try in the sim. And then I saw the flag while I was in that position, and it actually just made the boulder really very easy actually. So I executed afterwards, and you can see the angerness on my face here, that I didn't do it in the sim just because obviously it's my style. But that's the beauty of comps. I gotta just get better at executing faster, and then yeah, we just need to just get better at it really. Nothing more to say, just hopefully I can keep it up and yeah, just get better at executing, I guess. It's the moral of the story of this week. So yeah, stick around for the journey.